Hello, what's up, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor, and today we're kind of doing an impromptu video. We are in the Joann's parking lot, and as you guys know, Joann's is closing at the end of the month, which is just honestly insane. And I decided I'm gonna come back here one more time just cause I thought my last haul was gonna be my final haul, but this is definitely gonna be my final haul. So let's see if we even find anything. I don't really know what I'm looking for. Definitely probably like odds and ends of sewing supplies. I definitely want to get some sort of like jewelry making string, beads if they have it, maybe. We'll see. It just depends. And then if they have filet crochet yarn, I'm gonna get that. No other yarn though. I don't need any other yarn. I need to use the yarn that I have, but the filet crochet yarn I will buy because I know when I start doing that, I'm gonna need as much as possible. So as for fabrics, I don't really know what I'm expecting to see there for fabric. I have a feeling there's really not gonna be much left, honestly. So I guess let's get inside before we waste any more time, and I'll see you in there, maybe. Okay, it is still the same day that I went to Joann's. So if my appearance looks a little bit different, I actually just got back from my sister's house because she did my hair. I've mentioned it a few times on my channel, but in about 2 weeks now from recording, I will actually be marrying my brother and his fiance. So I really needed a hair touch up, and that is why I look a little bit different. But it's still the same day, so it's fine. So I actually went back to Joann's on my way home from my sister's because, of course, I sent my husband a picture of this and he didn't get back to me until after I got to my sister's. And I was like, oh, well, if you still want it, I'll go back and go get them. So it is a set of 2 Moscow Mule cups. Now, my husband really loves Moscow Mules, and when we make them, you're supposed to make them in a copper cup. I'm not really sure the reasoning behind that. I'm sure there's a reason, but we don't have any cups like that. So I was like, oh wow, how convenient. Maybe we should just get these. So I did. I guess for actual art supplies, we're gonna get into it. First, let's start with, I finally got a yarn bowl. Did I need this? No. Is there really an actual purpose to this? Not really, but I do like the finish of it, and I've been telling myself if I go back and they have a one that I like, I will get. And this was the only one, and I like it because it's got like this pearlescent finish. It's really pretty, and it's definitely going to get a lot of use, especially when I'm crocheting this blanket that I've been working on. I actually haven't touched it in like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, because the ball of yarn will just go everywhere when I'm trying to work on it. So now I have a bowl to hold it all in place. And I'm really happy about that. I think these were also 60% off. A lot of the stuff was labeled pretty well, but sometimes like if something was out or whatever, or if someone wanted to write a goodbye message, they would take the sale signs and write on them. You saw that clip when I was actually at the store. Now let's get into the beads because they're just right here in my lap because I did put them in this bowl. So to start, I got 12 strings of these purple iridescent glass beads. I really want to make like some sort of beaded curtain situation. So yeah, here's all 12 strands. They're very iridescent. These are glass beads. And like I said, I really want to make some sort of like beaded curtain situation, but I also think I want to do something like that, but with doilies. I have a vision in my head of like doing like these doily like curtains, like patchwork curtains, and then on like each ring that like the curtain hangs from has some sort of like beaded prettiness. I don't know, I've never seen anything like that before, but I just thought it'd be really cool to combine these two ideas that I absolutely love into one. And then also my cats might be less tempted to attack the string of beads if there's also curtains. I don't know though, but these are gorgeous. The next set of beads that I got are these 3 strands of abalone pieces. I honestly was gonna get more of these, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. They're so pretty though. I figured I could make like some sort of cute bag charm with them or something. They will be used obviously, even if I do use it for like that curtain idea that I have. I thought that these were really cool, and all of the beaded and jewelry stuff was 80% off. So these were definitely well worth it. I think they were like $8.99 a piece. So I think 80% off. I'll put the number on the screen because 90 would make it $8 or 89 cents. So it's probably like $1. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I can't do that mental math in my head. Now this strand of beads is just some glass butterflies. These ones are pretty much, oh, I just noticed this one's broken. Well, I just noticed this one's broken, but I'm not surprised because it's glass. But again, oh, and this one's broken too, what the heck? You know, I don't think they were broken when I first bought them, but I could be wrong because there was 0 broken pieces in my lap. Anyways, as for the final set of beads, I have these. Also, well, these are shell beads and they are in the shape of these beautiful cherry blossoms. And they have like these clear glass beads with them. I thought these were super cute too, whether they'd be for like a bag charm or also in addition to that curtain. And then the final little miscellaneous item I have in the bowl of miscellaneous items, another big twist pin, and it has this little kitty with some sort of crochet placemat. It's cute. We can just quickly stay on the miscellaneous home items, but I did get this. It is a spring and summer vinyl tablecloth. I figured this would be really nice to have if we decide to have a cookout. We have this round picnic table in our backyard that our friend gave us, and I think this will fit on it. If it's too big, then it's fine. I'll just use it elsewhere or like for a drop cloth, but this was $4 and I think it was supposed to be like 15 had they not been a liquidation store. But as you guys know, I love strawberries and I thought they're so cute, and it's got little bumblebees on it. I'm definitely afraid of bumblebees, but that's a story for a different day. But yeah, it's so cute. Okay, actually last final miscellaneous item, and it is these shepherd's hooks. I've always wanted one. I have a few random things to hang, and I thought that maybe like this could help. I have this really cute mushroom birdhouse. Is it right here still? Yes, it is, hold on. So I have this super cute mushroom birdhouse. I've had this literally since we bought the house because I was like, oh my God, this would be so cute outside, and it really would be. But the problem is I have nowhere to hang it to. So now I have a shepherd's hook. I'm gonna go put it in my yard after this video. It's so cute though. This on a shepherd's hook, and then I got an extra one just in case I have anything else I want to hang outside. Because I think I have another, not birdhouse, but I think I have like some sort of bird feeder. So we'll see. All right, I need to hurry it up or I'm gonna start to lose almost all of my daylight here. It's way later than I would like to film. But I was on the hunt, like I said in the intro, for more filet crochet yarn. Unfortunately, I did not find any more Aunt Lydia's yarn. I think whatever was left was bought because the employee did tell me that she put some orange ones out, but I didn't see it anywhere. So I'm sure somebody bought them. But what I did find was this Lions brand 24/7 cotton, and it's like this off-white color. This is the skein with 0 labels, just so you can see. But I figured this weight of yarn would be pretty good for filet crochet. And since it's cotton, I really, really want to try to make some filet crochet yokes, like for tops. I've seen a lot of people on eBay selling like vintage ones, and I think I'm crafty enough that I can do it myself. I don't know how that will go, and I will probably make it a video, so definitely stay tuned for that. I got 7 skeins of this. Oh, actually, I got 8 skeins of this. I thought I got 7. I got 8 because it was all that was left, and I figured there's no point in leaving only 2 or 3. That's not enough for anyone to do a project with. And if I do like a bunch of yokes, I'll have a bunch of different starts of tops. I don't know. I'm gonna put a picture up here of like what I'm kind of talking about, what I'd like to make. I've seen a few different things online that look super cute that I think I could do with it. So I think it's a good idea. Let me know what you think. Of course, when I went back to Joann's, they must have restocked all of their big twist like accessories And this was next to the yarn bowl where I found it, and it is these big twist stickers. So I got 2 of each set because I'm a sticker hoarder, but these ones have like a couple witchy ones, like the stasher, the jar. I have a pin just like this, or a pin just like, or a patch like this where it says Stitch Witch. These also have very similar. It also has cats on it, and the tarot cards and crystals and stars, and it's super cute. So I figured, how could I not get these? I love stickers, so I couldn't say no to that. The only sewing supply item I got was this Omni Grip ruler because these were 80% off. So I actually only paid like $2 or $3 for this, whereas this I think would have been significantly more. I don't have a ruler this small. I have one that's like a little bit longer and probably like 2 or 3 of these wide. So I figured one small ruler wouldn't hurt anyone. They had so many of these too at my Joann's. So I'm not sure if that's the case for everybody else, but if they do have them, these were really cheap. And I think they're a good brand as well. It's only 2.5 inches by 12.5, so it's not the biggest ruler either, but it is nice to have something else besides the one giant one I have. The final craft supplies I have to show you is actually something I've always kind of wanted. When I was in middle school in our wood shop class, we actually got to cut out and design our own dog tags where you can like do like hammered ends on the metal or use these really cool like punch things to punch whatever you wanted on it. And I remember I made one for me and I made one for my cousin when I was like way little. But I saw at Joann's, they have the same thing. Of course I bought the set where the pieces are all falling out, and I didn't notice that until after I went back to Joann's and I found more of this exact same and they were perfectly fine, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. I knew I wanted these, so there's that. I would really like to get ones that have shapes. The only other punch set I got were these ones, which are numbers. And it is a different brand and it is a different font, so that's okay. But they're both 3 millimeters, so they're both the same measurements at least, so I don't have to worry about one being larger than the other. I think it'd be cool if I got like some symbols, like hearts, stars, etc. I really want to learn how to like silversmith eventually, but that's like a hobby for way down the line when I have like lots of time to designate to it. Or if I could find a local silversmithing class near me. I don't know, if you've silversmithed before, let me know how easy it is. I'm a really good learner and I'm really great at hyperfixating on things. So if I wanna learn something, I usually figure it out within like, I give myself usually 4 hours max to figure it out. That's what I did with crocheting and I got it within 45 minutes. So let me know what you think. But along with this, I also got this, which is the bracelets for you to actually design. So I thought it would be pretty cool. It's just aluminum, by the way. It's nothing insanely crazy, but it gives you 4 of each bracelet size. So I figured it'd be kind of interesting to make my own bracelet. So maybe that'll be a video. And then the final item I got at Joann's is a collapsible basket. My Joann's right now is doing bring your own bag only, and I actually really like these containers. I got a few from Five Below and they were pretty good. This was, I think, $4, so it's cheaper than the Five Below ones. And it's this lovely, lovely purple. You guys know I love purple right now. I'm also like a big blue lover, always have been, but this purple is beautiful to look at. So I'm very happy about that. All right, and that brings us to the end of today's video. I truly cannot believe it is the end of an era for Joann's. I never really thought I would ever see a store as iconic as that like close of my lifetime. As I said before in my last Joann's haul, that I grew up going there all the time with my grandmother on my dad's side. She used to always bring us to, if it wasn't Joann's, it'd be AC Moore, and we would get like all these beads and make jewelry, and I loved it so much. So just to see like Joann's closed now, one that I literally used to go to all the time growing up, it's just crazy to think about, honestly. It's really unfortunate. I don't know what I'm gonna do in terms of general craft supplies. We don't really have a lot of local shops near me. There is one local knitting place I found in my journey of looking for more local art shops, but the only thing is that they are primarily for knitting supplies and not crocheting like supplies. And I do know I want to learn to knit at some point, but it's probably not gonna be anytime soon because I don't know where I'm gonna get half of my stuff or have the time. But now let's get off of this sad, and now we're officially at the very end of today's video. So if you enjoyed this kind of content, Thrift with Me's crafting, DIYs, upcycling, and more, please be sure to subscribe, give this video a like, leave a comment down below. Maybe let me know what your favorite memory of Joann's is, because I'm going to be feeling all the nostalgia for the rest of the day. So once again, thank you guys so much for subscribing, and I will see you all in my next video. All right, bye.